Are you curious about what really caused the UK's economy to collapse? If so, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we'll explore the real truth behind the UK's economic collapse and provide an in-depth look at the factors that led to this economic crisis. Get ready to learn the truth and find out what really happened. Hello and welcome to Amuse World. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive more amazing content. Now, let's get started with the video. At the end of last year, Britain avoided a recession that had been predicted by many, but they are not out of the woods yet, warned Chancellor Jeremy Hunt after the latest GDP figures from the ONS show that the economy stalled at the end of 2022. This means that the economy just barely avoided a technical recession, which is defined as 2 consecutive quarters of decline. The Chancellor is right to be cautious, especially when the UK is put next to its peers. This week, new predictions from the European Commission said that the bloc's economy is on track to avoid a slump this year, with growth across the EU coming in at 0.8%. The economy of the Republic of Ireland will grow by just under 5%, keeping the area's output from going backwards. UK's friends across the pond in the US are becoming more likely to avoid a recession after their economy added an unexpected 517,000 jobs in January 2023, despite the US Federal Reserve's best efforts to slow down demand. The UK's economy, on the other hand, is expected to shrink by 0.6% this year, making it the only rich country whose economy will be smaller in 2023. Experts believe that even Russia will grow. It should be mentioned that IMF projections are often wrong. But why is the UK likely to fall behind the rest of the rich world? Steeper energy bills. The main thing holding back the best economies in the world has been inflation. Rising prices are putting pressure on households and businesses, forcing them to cut spending and slowing down economic growth. This rise in inflation, especially in Europe and at first in the US, has been caused by stratospheric increases in gas prices. Almost all of that jump has been undone by now, but the damage has already been done to family and business finances in Britain and Europe, less so in America. The UK's reliance on gas to power homes had a bigger effect on consumers and businesses here than elsewhere. Inflation has definitely turned a corner in Britain, as it has been going down for 3 months in a row to 10.1%. But it was higher than the rate of price increases in Europe and the US for most of 2022. This means that there will be a bigger drop in spending in the UK as a result of a steeper drop in living standards. Jobs market weakness. Britain's weakest point is probably its shrinking workforce. It's strange that about 500,000 people have left the workforce since the COVID-19 crisis began. No other rich country has seen this many people leave. Most have actually seen their labor markets grow. Due to a smaller pool of available workers, companies have had to raise wages to attract and keep good workers. This has led to a rise in domestic inflation. Staff shortages have also stopped companies from following through on plans to grow, which has slowed down output. Aggressive rate hikes. The Bank of England has tightened policy much more quickly than the European Central Bank, but not as quickly as the US Federal Reserve. Since Bank Governor Andrew Bailey and his colleagues raised rates for the first time in December 2021, they have gone up a total of 390 basis points, sending borrowing costs to a 15-year high of 4%. The BOE and the Fed are likely to let up on the brakes soon, while the ECB is expected to back around 100 basis points of rate hikes this year. In its latest forecasts, the IMF said that a steep rate peak in the UK of probably 4.25% is likely to slow down growth this year. In fact, analysts at Goldman Sachs say that every 100 basis point increase lowers the level of real GDP by about 0.5%, mostly because it raises mortgage rates. However, after the financial crisis, a wave of homeowners switched to fixed-rate mortgages, delaying the transmission of higher rates to the real economy. Return of austerity. Britain's tax and spending policies have become much tighter since Hunt tried to restore investor confidence after Liz Truss's bad mini-budget. tax ban freezes, and fee increases that he announced in his November PS55 and autumn statement, such as a 6 percentage point increase in corporation tax, are set to take effect soon. Tax hikes and cuts in government spending, along with the Bank of England's aggressive rate hikes, are putting pressure on the economy. It is clear that the UK's economic collapse was caused by a variety of factors. Ultimately, the UK's economic recovery will require a multifaceted approach to addressing the underlying causes. With the right measures in place, the UK economy can once again become a thriving and prosperous nation. What are your thoughts on today's video? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.